Hey everybody, welcome to Board Game Heaven. My name is Raymond, and in this video I'm going to do an unboxing of the stretch goals box for Dark Rituals Malleus Maleficarum by DG Games Entertainment, who had a very successful Kickstarter for this game, and they had a lot of stretch goals that they packed into this white box. So I'll open it up and show you what's inside. Okay, let's take a look at what is inside the Kickstarter exclusive stretch goals box. Just a plain white box with some logos on it. Nothing fancy. So let's just open that up. Let's see, here is... All right. So... what's inside? We get some new heroes and new monsters, new witches. So let's take a look at all of these cards here, at these new heroes. So for team, here looks like some kind of assassin. Cool looking hero. Here's Dr. Schnabel, the plague doctor. That's pretty cool. Schnabel means beak in German, by the way, so very fitting. Magenta, it's pretty cool looking witch hunter kind of character. And here is Rhea. Rhea looks like a cleric. And Tuta looks like a female paladin of kinds. At least she looks very imposing, very strong. Look at that armor. That alone must weigh a ton. So yeah, wielding that giant axe. That's pretty cool. So yeah, those are 5 new heroes that we have in this expansion. Well, the stretch goals box. And then we have cards for all the new witches. So this is Lujuria, which looks like some kind of creature monster witch thing. the big tail, a bit like a hut, kind of. And they are double-sided, the regular and the advanced side of the cards. Leurus. Also some kind of mutant with part of a human body, and the back looks like, I don't know, a mixture of creatures. There's a huge hand here which has a mouth in it. And here is Golus. Some kind of fleshy monster which is covered with these rune stones. Pretty cool. Alright, this is Chalcosoma, or Chalcosoma. Another abomination. Looking pretty cool. So we'll see the mini of that in a bit. And then we've got these new cards. Do we have 5 or 6? 5. So there's, let's see, Kenzu. Am I missing a Kenzu card? Or is it hidden somewhere? Oh, I'll have to find that out. Oh, there's one. There's one stuck in the box. I was wondering about that. So yeah, there's Kenzu here. Kenzu, the fighting monk. He's got the, what's that from? Is that from Dragon Ball? I think it's from Dragon Ball Z, isn't it? It's pretty cool. All right. Yeah, almost missed that one. So we've got their alchemy books for Dr. Schnabel, for Team, Kenzu, Magenta, Rhea, and Tuta. Cool. We've seen all of these. Right, let's move on to the minis. So there are some cards beneath here, but I'll take a look at those in a bit. First, I'll take a look at these. So we've got the heroes here. Here's Magenta. Magenta's mini. Looking exactly like the artwork with the hand crossbow and the dagger. Really cool. The armored plates on her shoulders and her chests. And the knees. Yep. There's plenty of detail. All right, Magenta. Here is the monk, Kenzu. So Kenzu has got his pole arm. He's pretty buff, plenty of muscles. And a little bit of armor on his shoulder and his belt. And a very, very long braided tail on his hair there. It's pretty cool. Nice detail. All right. Next, I'll take a look at the heroes first. So this is, I think, Tutai, yes, with the giant, what's that called? I forget the name. A halberd? I think it's a halberd. So yeah, pretty cool. There's lots of armor, so there's also a lot of detail there. There's some chainmail. There's a dagger. There's some cloth coming from underneath the chainmail, of course. She's got all kinds of pouches hanging from her belt. Braided hair. And you can tell that there's plenty of detail in that braided hair, so that looks really good. All right. Dr. Schnabel, the plague doctor here. That looks really cool. He's got these explosive vials here that he can throw. It's got some hanging from his belt as well, some regular vials with all kinds of potions. The hat and the mask. And he's got a walking cane, which no doubt also doubles as a weapon. So that looks very good. So that was 4 of the heroes. Let's see. There should be more, maybe on the tray underneath. Nope, doesn't look like. So, oh wait, this is the assassin. This is Fatim. I almost thought that was a monster. Kinda, he looks weird. He's got bird-like feet. Oh, he's got metal bird claws attached to his shoes. That's what that is. That's pretty cool. And he's got some pouches or vials from his belt. He's got 2 of these blades here. Really nice. And let's take a look at the other side. Billowing cloak. He's got a quiver and a bow on his back. Also pretty nice. So he can also do ranged attacks. And maybe those claws enable him to climb or something. That's pretty cool. So that was Fatim. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There should be another one. Oh, here she is. That is Rhea. Rhea, the, well, sorceress, I would say. Maybe a cleric. Some magical effects going on there with her staff and her hand. She's got these robes on, this big headdress. And is that all her hair? Wow, yeah, I think so. These 2 braids, I guess, hanging from her back with the rings around them all the way to the bottom. That could be her hair. Yeah, and that torch is, you know, there's some magical effect going on with that torch there. It's pretty cool. Okay. Ria. So those were the heroes. Let's take a look at these minis then. This is one of the monsters. It's a crossover from Deep Madness, Dementia or something. I forget the name. There's all kinds of phobias that these monsters are named after. And that was pretty cool. This one has this like big brain on top of its head, and looking really, really nice. And I believe this is a new sculpt of that existing creature. Looks like it anyway. So that's pretty cool. So they took monsters from another game, resculpted them to fit the aesthetic of this game, and added them as a stretch goal. So that's pretty cool. I believe this is one of the other ones. You know what? Oh, no, whoa, what's that? I'm just gonna grab those cards so I can actually name these monsters. And there's more cards here. So let me just quickly take a look at those. So this should be the monsters. All right, so let's just quickly go over these first. So there's a Thrall, which should be easily recognizable. They're kind of like vampire minions. And all these cards are double-sided, the regular version and the advanced, upgraded version. Barbarous, so that's this one probably, I think. I'll take a look at that in a sec. I'll just put those over here so I remember what they are. His zombie wall, that's pretty obvious as well. Nice with the art and the green glowing eyes and the green mist. It's very cool, a zombie wall. A Zealot, oh, that was the Zealot. It's almost the same. He's Zealot. A Skeetor, oh, that's the insect-like, creepy, you know, almost Lovecraftian monster. Pest rotters, of course, these plague rats. Very, very nice. Immunis. Immunis, what's Immunis? Kind of, look, there's a human face there and a rat face. So it's like a human, like, cross with a giant rat or something. I don't know, but it looks creepy. Mort ensemble. So yeah, a death ensemble. An undead construct. Bone golem, if you will. Also cool. A man trap. Yep. Pretty straightforward, looking cool with those big bony spiky claws. Luz Mala. Is that like evil light? I guess. Here is the, oh, it's Hysteria, that was it. Hysteria, that was that monster we just saw from Deep Madness. Really cool, I like the art. Hysteria. Explotar. So that looks like, you know, an exploding zombie-like creature. Twisted body and these exploding sacks of bile. Cool. A chest mimic. Hey, who doesn't love a mimic? It's a pretty big chest mimic. Really cool. A bug patch. Okay, that's creepy. And what else do we have? An Asterion, which looks like, again, a cross between what once was a man and a bull. Some kind of twisted Minotaur. Alrighty. Okay, so we've had that one. This was the Skeetor. So its face is down there. As you can see, the insect eyes and a big snout, curly snout. And I like how they used that to attach to the base, so it looks like it's actually flying. The two little arms there and a rib cage. And the wings are all the way in the back. The back legs, the hind legs are the wings instead of the front legs. And here's this big bloated belly, I guess, if it sucks blood, you know, like a mosquito. With the veins on it. Look at that detail. Super cool. Nice detail on the wings as well. So yeah, the Skeetor. So then this was the Zealot. The Zealot, big humanoid creature, some kind of demon. There is a face over here. It's like the face is hanged from its neck. And there's nothing where the head should be. Maybe that circle over there is, you know, like the spine, and it got, you know, the head got ripped off and put here on the strap, and it's wielding two of these big blades. That's a pretty interesting looking monster. The Zealots. So then we have those other ones. These are the Barbarous, and there are 6 of those in this strategical box. So 6 more of these minions. Barbarous. Again, a big, yeah, it kind of looks like the Zealot as well, because it's got that metal lower jaw, the horns, the big axes. Pretty similar, actually. Only this one still has its head attached to its neck. So maybe when they get promoted, their head gets ripped off and it becomes zealous. Interesting. All right, so we have 6 of those. Now we have these, which I don't recall having seen unless, well, this is which looks like a person on a burning stake. So maybe they're burning witches with a hood over their faces, and the fire here, witch burnings. So we have 3 of those in here. Here's the rats. So those what's that called here, the pest rotters. Pestrosos. And those are huge, big rats. 3 of them, I believe, on this model. Really cool. Really creepy. So yeah, you can see their skins come off in pieces and in places. You can see the ribs there. And on the head, you can almost see the skull. And the rest of their skin is really thin and kind of baggy, hanging around their bodies, their skeleton. That's a pretty creepy looking rat. Group of rats. So right, so we have those. Did we get everything in this box? Nope, this one still remains. That was the Mort Ensemble. So that's pretty cool. Really nice detail. You can clearly make out all of the bones and the rib cage and everything. That's really cool. Big claw there. Mutated hand. So yeah, bone construct. Nice. Okay, let's move on to the next tray. And here are the bigger models. I'm going to start with the small ones again. So this is, what's that? Is that oh, it's the bug swarm, yeah. The bug patch with a big centipede here on the side. And opening its mouth. And all kinds of smaller bugs just swarming around on this pile of bugs, really. Creepy. The bug patch. All right, let's see what this is. This was the Explotar. So it's got more legs than just one single human should have. Because there's a hand there. This agony, face in agony, agonized expression. And there's, yeah, that's a foot. Another foot, foot, and foot. So 4 feet. And only one arm, it seems. That looks really, really disgusting and creepy. Skittering towards you and exploding. And again, all the veins over that baggy mass. Yep, stuff of nightmares. Alright, so then we've got... That was the big rat man. What's that called again? It's the Munis. And it's got 2 of these cartwheels that it's tossing. It's on chains even. It's got chains all around its body. Let's take a look at the back. So yeah, that looks really cool. Tossing those spiked wheels towards the heroes. All right. Then we've got that Minotaur dude, the Asterion. Also looking really cool. Look at the extra hooves there, and the arms, and the hooved feet. So a man and a bull mashed together to form this abomination, wielding this big scythe. It's really very cool. Look at the detail on the back there, on the spine. All this, these muscles completely contorted, twisted. Some patches of fur still left. It's got a cowbell. Gotta have more cowbell. Really cool. There's even guts hanging out there. Nice. Okay, so yeah, horror. And then we have that Luz Mala. Yep. So swirling light of evil. Yep. So that's that. Well, looks pretty cool. You can make out several of those faces. There's one there, there, there. A little bit forming here, over here, like a nose there. All right. And then we have the wall of, what was it? Wall of zombie wall. Yeah, that's it. And that one is stuck. Okay, there we go. The zombie wall. A whole group of zombies. What do you call a gathering of zombies? A murder of zombies? That's taken. A rot of zombies. Cool, you can see them crawling out of the ground here even, and this one is crawling out of the ground. Has got that one on his back. It's a whole bunch of them. That's really cool. Nice one. Okay, we have the chest mimic. Look at that. Nice. That's a classic mimic. Treasure chest with teeth. And some of this fleshy tentacles, you know, bursting out by which it propels itself towards the hapless adventurer, thinking they found some treasure. But no, they will be devoured by the mimic. Cool. Adding another mimic to the collection, always good. This is the man trap, which is cool because it's open, so you can actually place that over the base of a miniature. It's really nice. So yeah, all these spiky bones with the flesh, the muscles kind of connecting them. And when that contracts, it can close whoever is trapped in there. Cool. All right. Then we have that weird thing here. Let me look that up, what that was called again. Oh, it's one of the bigger ones. Yeah, so I'll have to take these cards. So this was the Leurus. That's just horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Look at the legs here. Several legs. Look there and there. Just holding up that enormous swollen abdomen that has this hand that's like a scorpion sticking out from the back. And there it is. Rib cage and these arms and a skull, and everything is just completely twisted and evil. Nice. So yeah. Then we have one of those other witches, which was the first one, the Lujuria. And yeah, again, probably, you know, a witch who has somehow mutated, or it's just simply a demon, who knows. It's just sort of a head there, something of a face, and that elongated body with several pairs of arms resting leisurely on this sofa. With the tails there, triple tail, with tipped with, you know, shields, something, jewelry maybe. These plates strapped to it. There's some jewelry there. So yeah, that looks pretty creepy with all the veins and the blobbiness. Ew, ew. And what's that? It's like a flail with hooks here. Okay. Cool. A big base. All right. Another big one. This is the Golus. Wow, that's a heavy, chunky mini. That's look at that. It's pretty big, and it's got something on its back, which is pretty cool, because this has room for a base to sit on. So if you've got another mini, you can stick that on top. It's pretty cool. It can transport someone. That's pretty nice. So the Golus here, which is basically just, I don't know what it is. It's just like flesh all over the place, tentacles, stuff, just kind of warped together to form some kind of creature. A bit gorilla-like, almost, only with extra arms. So it's got 4 arms and a whole lot of metal or stone plating, because these were these stone slabs with these inscriptions on them, as we saw in the art there. And this looks like, I don't know, some kind of metal, perhaps. Very cool. Look at all the detail in the skin all over here, and the detail in the metal. Here are all these runes everywhere. Nice, big, chunky, heavy miniature. Okay, and then finally we have this big dude, the Chalcosoma, also quite heavy. And well, that's just, I don't know where to begin. I don't know how to explain this one. Can't even start to describe it. A big head with these horns, very demon-like, and the rest of its body is, again, humans, and lots of arms there, very fat looking arms and legs. Look at the back. It's just, this looks bug-like, you know, bug-like with even some kind of shields, spiky, chitinous shielding and ridges. So it's actually quite bug-like, this one. Instead of 6 bug-like legs, it's got 6 humanoid thick legs. It's got a belt with these knives there, lots of knives. And a big belly, and there's a head sticking out, and there's an arm here, small arm. There's another small arm there behind the head, which is hard to see, but you can just make out the dagger there that it's holding. So yeah, creepy. That head, the creepy eyes, and these fangs there. These big insect-like claws. Well, this one has a big claw, this one has a smaller claw, but still wielding a very, very big club with something in it. Can't really tell, but that is just awesome. Okay, those were all the cards and miniatures in this stretch goal box. Oh, except for the cards, which I almost forgot, the smaller cards here. So we get some extra cards from the stretch goal. So let me just sort those out. We get, of course, the cards for the heroes with their, well, I think their weapons, their gear. For Tuta, Rhea, the fiery staff, Magenta with the crossbow and the daggers, Kenzu, that pole arm thing, Fatim, the daggers and the bow and arrow, and Dr. Schnabel with that cane with the sword and his potions. So that's pretty cool. Oh, we get numbers. What's that? Oh, wait a second. That's interesting. So numbers with things to do. Is this perhaps, was that the stretch goal for the solo mode? I seem to recall something about a solo mode where you play the bad guy, the witch master, and then the heroes are controlled by an AI, which could well be this deck, because it says hero 1 moves 2 and then does this and that, attacks. Interesting. This, I don't know what these cards are. Maybe as well used for solo mode, I'm not sure. There's not a whole lot of them. Then we have these cards, which also were in the core game. There's plenty of those. And these have these actions you can take. So, yeah, let's just take a look at those. Bump. Bump. A demon appears. That is so cool. That is from Nightcrawler, from the X-Men, who also just appears, and the comic describes that sound as bump. Just like Wolverine's claws do snicked. Reitert, Stofflen, Herta, Stompa. Action. All right. So we have those cards. And then finally, the monster cards, the smaller monster cards for all of the monsters we just saw. Zealot, Asterion, Lusmala, Mantrap, Zombie Wall, Eunice, etc. Yes, and that is that. All right. And so that was my unboxing of the Stretch Goal Exclusives box for Dark Rituals Malleus Maleficarum by DG Games Entertainment. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please also consider becoming a Patreon saint to my channel by clicking the Patreon link in the description below or following the icon at the end of this video, and there you can see how you can support my channel and also get your name in the credits of all of my videos, and it's very much appreciated because it really helps my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Board Game Heaven.